Hello, hello, hello. We are Sin City Stories, and who are we here with?
Latina K.
This is a part 2.
So how you been?
I've been good. I upgraded from the blade to the strip,
As we can
but I'm
see.
here now. I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot better here.
Yes.
I was scared at first because when you're stuck on the blade, you feel like I just felt like I was a blade bitch for a second. But I needed to get my self-esteem higher.
Yes.
It's getting there though.
What do you like more about working at the strip as opposed to the blade?
Better money, easier money. You could hit off of one date. You could be one and done. As to the blade, sometimes it might take you all night to make the money. You can get off one person here. Richer people, richer men. But I do like that I came from the blade because I have that inside of me. So sometimes you need them tacticals from the blade. You use it here and it works out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So you said you like being on the blade?
I mean, it's just like home, it's just like a home feeling. I don't mind it. I'm not gonna say I'll never go back because you can make money off the blade. I have one girl I just met at the Orleans. I met her right here off Trop, and she just, shout out to her. I'm not gonna say her name, but she got her a good trick off the blade and was paying for all her bills, everything, like busted her down. So I'm never gonna knock the blade.
Right.
And that's still like, damn, maybe I should go to the blade and find me one. But it's always gonna be that one when it's your time.
Yeah.
So,
You ever get scared going over there?
I mean, you have a nervous feeling, but once you do your first date, you're not scared. Like,
Okay.
I guess you have to have that hard exterior too. You can't be soft to be outside.
What's the scariest thing about working the blade?
So the scariest thing is that you're in the car, so anything could happen and they could just take off. Like, they could beat you up in the car, and it's like, how are you gonna get out that fast? So luckily, that's not happened to me. I've had bad stuff happen to me, not as far as getting beat up, but like guns and stuff like that, and then you have nowhere to run to. You're stuck in the car.
Describe what one of those experiences were like.
Oh, well, actually, it was one experience here in Vegas off Trop in my beginning days. He was a Mexican man, and I thought I was comfortable. I thought we were cool. We were speaking Spanish. He was from my country and all types of stuff. And we got to the spot and boom, pulled out the gun, and he's like, and then no condom, and I'm like, at least wear it. And it's like, you can't even put up a fight because what are they gonna do? Hit you with the gun?
Yeah.
And then it's over with that fast. And what's so crazy is that we go through this, and then we will still go to work the next day or next couple of days.
Was it like a situation or?
Yeah, it's for sure because you didn't pay me. You had a gun pointed to my head this whole time, so of course it's.
Oh, very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you didn't deserve that.
I mean, it could have went worse, but I'm still here.
You are still
I guess it's
there.
how the story, right?
Still here, still strong, still standing.
And you can't be scared in this lifestyle. Like, shit's gonna happen. That's why you chose it, and you know what comes with it. So you just can't be a scary bitch.
So
You
how
have
do
to
you-
have a heart.
How do you protect yourself from those situations occurring?
Well, we can have mace, we can have knives and stuff like that. You can fight back, but when it's a gun, are you gonna risk that for the gun? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
They can take you out when the instant they can hit you in the back, you can pass out. So it's like sometimes you can't fight back. But I haven't been in a situation where I had to physically got assaulted where I was able to hit them back.
You have kids, correct? So is that ever a fear of yours of one day you not returning home to them?
That's one of the biggest fears for me. But at the same time, that's one of the main reasons why I am doing what I'm doing. Because if I didn't have no kids, money probably wouldn't be a big thing for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because as I told you last time, I was 19 when I had all my kids. Same baby dad, just so y'all know, from the same person. But I mean, I wouldn't have had an urge to get some money and try to make something out of myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that is scary. Like, one day I could be gone.
Yeah, and you're
But
saying
my
your kids inspire you as far as making the money goes.
Yeah, and so, I mean, my kids, I'm from Sacramento, so they're kind of with the shit. So I just hope that when they get older, they just realize, like, what was the purpose of me doing what I do? Even though
Understanding
I
the
would never want my
sacrifices.
kids to go that route, but like, they have a mom that went down that route so that I can tell them how this shit goes and what they're not supposed to do. Like, this is not the life for them.
Do you ever think your story could end up being an inspirational story, meaning somebody becoming who their kids dream of their mom of becoming?
I feel like it will. just even the folks that I have in my life, we're like aspiring to be better than this and hopefully getting out this shit one day. So I think with this program that I'm in, I'm gonna get there. Just like the way we're moving, the steps that we're taking, the stuff that we're getting into, I feel like I will get there. Yes. So by the time I'm getting up there, by the time my kids get old, they'll have their own business that they can start off with, you know?
Yes. Yes. So you mentioned you wanted to start a business in the last interview. Have you started that yet?
No, not yet. I'm getting there.
That's good.
It's not always up. There's downhills too. So there's been a lot of downhills. I have downhills all the time where I break down or I get depressed and stuff from being away from my kids. And then I got to get myself back up. So I'm just working on trying to keep my energy up and like trying to stay positive on those hard times. Because, you know, once you hit that hard time, you just want to give up. Yeah, but I can't have that mentality. So I'm still a work in progress.
Yeah. LLC is 150.
Right. Well, I've had an LLC, but I haven't moved forward. Like, I have a lot of goals. Like,
have you ever thought
I opened a Shopify, but I ain't went through with it. You know what I mean?
Have you ever thought about getting your adult entertainers LLC?
No. With that as far as like working in Vegas?
Yeah, with that LLC, it could prevent you from getting in any trouble because, you know, all right, so like if something's filmed, it's considered illegal.
Oh, I didn't.
So yeah, that's a little gem for you ladies out there.
Stuff. You know, ChatGPT is crazy. Yes, they got a lot of information on there. So I'm like, damn, I don't have to ask nobody anything. I could just ask ChatGPT. They give you the whole rundown.
Could have a conversation.
Like, I don't even need to ask my folks. I'm like, I don't even need to ask you shit anymore. I just gotta go to ChatGPT. Right. I swear.
Right. So, you can have a whole conversation with ChatGPT and everything. It's so crazy.
On the subject, does a 304 need a 16?
We do. We're totally different from a renegade. So, well, I'm a 304 comes with ism. So you're not a 304 if you don't got it. So that's that. So yeah, to answer your question, yes.
What is ism?
Ism is pimping, someone to guide you in the right direction, someone who doesn't just take your money. Let me make that clear because people just assume they just take. Some do, but they not the real ism. Like, for me, mine guides me as far as energy wise, getting my self-esteem high, taking me from the blade to here. Because I hated coming over here because I felt like I wasn't as pretty or I'm bigger than other girls. Like, so, and he helped me bring that up. And I feel like that comes with great ism, like, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You said he brought you from the blade to here. Couldn't that be something you could have did yourself?
I mean, I could have, but I'm comfortable with the blade.
Yes.
And he even told me you're too comfortable with that shit. Like, okay, yeah, we get some money out here. It's cool. But it's bigger and better things on the strip.
Sometimes life is about getting out your comfort zone. That's how you grow in life.
And for some women, are not like that. Like I said, I have my downfalls. I have my downfalls. I'm not as strong all the time by myself, which somebody can easily say, oh, well, you could do this. It's easy for you to just go make some money. It's not always easy for somebody. I need an extra push sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I can get up by myself and be like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go get it. But sometimes I need that person to remind me and motivate me and get me off my ass, you know?
So do you believe in God?
I believe in God, yes.
Are you spiritual?
I'm very spiritual. I'm not going to pick a religion right now because my mom's a Christian woman. But it's just always like Christians do this, Christians do that. We're not supposed to do this. I was baptized Catholic. I'm Mexican. So, you know, we believe in the Virgin Mary and stuff. So now I'm just a believer in God. And it's got me out of a lot of stuff. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But at first, I'm always like skeptical because I'm always arguing with myself. Like, can I be a hoe and believe in God? Like, is that a bad thing? Am I able to have a relationship with God and still do what I do?
Yes.
So I'm always arguing with myself, like, is God gonna bless me because I'm still doing this?
All right. So respectfully, like, put this, any doubt that, like, you know, that you're a woman of God or can be a woman of God is like, isn't from you. It's not from God. It's from the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the devil's always constantly trying to say, are we good enough for God? When God's
that's
like,
what I'm saying. And that's one of my goals. So I wrote all these different goals as far as health, travel, my family. But one of them was getting closer with God, like reading the Bible more and stuff like that. Because once you're more into it, you just get a deeper understanding of stuff.
And it's really about establishing a personal relationship. I'm a believer as well, and a lot of Christians you run into, they're so by the book And really nobody's without sin. The main Christians who might try to come at you, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, and God might not, them would be the main ones that'd be touching kids or something like that.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
But yeah,
Very true,
just as long as you got your prayer life right, your personal relationship with God, what anybody else got to say about your walk, that don't matter at all.
It's not from God. Of course, we're always trying to grow and be better versions of ourselves, and you know that's like without saying. But whether you're the best version of yourself or at times the worst, it's like you're still a woman of God. You know, you still come from God.
Yes.
You know, and God still loves and protects you.
I mean, with the close relationship, it just brings happiness. Like, I'm a lovable person.
Absolutely.
I'm not a mean person. Like, I always move genuine towards other people and stuff like that. And God is love.
Yes.
Like, I'm not on no bullshit. I'm not mean to people. I'm not a bully. And it just like makes me happy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like God, that love and stuff makes you happy, and it makes you like at peace with your life. And I need that in my life.
Do you ever pray before you come out here?
I do.
What's that prayer like?
It's crazy because I don't like want to pray to God. I can ask him to keep me safe. I don't ask him to bless me with money because of what I do for my money. So I just pray to God, ask him to keep me safe, and that I come home every night.
Yes.
And then I just, hope I get it. I just feel like I cannot pray to God and ask him to give me money from a trick, if that makes sense.
Yes.
That just doesn't go together. But I do pray that I come home safe and I don't have no run-ins with the police or anything like that. Right. So it's kind of a little short prayer.
What would it take for you to get out the game?
Just financial stability, a business where I'm making money in my sleep.
What does that look like?
I don't know quite yet what it looks like. I'm trying to get there.
Well, I could say you could automate your business, what you do now, as an adult entertainer, to where you're generating revenue in your sleep, whether it's from videos or photo, whatever you would want to do with that. And you can see a residual income.
I do. It's crazy because I post like my OnlyFans on my ads and stuff, and sometimes I'll wake and be like, oh fuck, I just made this, or my energy is getting better, I feel like. Absolutely. Because I feel like the money's coming easier lately for me. I need to be making money in my sleep. I need a few incomes coming in. But honestly, once you in the game, I feel like you'll always bust a move. If it's worth it, like, it's always like, if I get older and, it's right, I'm going to take that move.
What was your dream when you were a young girl?
Damn, did I have a dream when I was younger? I can't even recall my dream. I mean, this is a weird dream, I guess, but I was only child. So I grew up kind of fast. So I remember I always wanted my daughter. I had my first daughter at 15, but that changed my life for me. Oh, shit. Motorcycle.
You said you only had... But they don't move that busted ass.
In the hoopty. In the
lawnmower.
Okay.
Weed whacker.
You said that.
I used to want a family, maybe because I was the only child and I didn't grow up with brothers and sisters. But I mean, my mom and my dad are not together, but my stepdad, and they used to fight all the time. So I think I always wanted that like family. I know it's not a dream as far as like money wise and stuff like that, but like I've always wanted that homey feeling when I got older, if that makes sense. Like a big family with my kids and us happy, and
If you could describe a perfect family, what would that be?
Me and my kids fucking around, making dinner, watching movies and stuff like that. That makes me happy. Like we're just all together and just having a good time and shit. I smoke my little weed outside, and I love to cook, so my kids love to eat and they are learning to cook too. So to me, that's like a perfect day for me. Or like,
what are some things you like to cook?
Oh fuck, I love steak. I love oysters. I love to cook Mexican food. A lot of people, my folks, like when I make Mexican enchiladas, the Michoacan style. Like you cook them on the stove, not in the oven. The oven is the American way. So that's one of his favorite dishes. That was mine too, that my grandmother used to make. But it's played out now because I cook it a lot.
How do you like your steak?
With a little red inside, juicy.
Yeah, medium.
Not dry. Yeah, medium. Not medium rare because that's too rare.
Not medium rare.
Medium because it has to be juicy. It can't be dry.
Gotta have a little pink, not too red.
Nice sear.
Let me stop though because I'm getting hungry.
Okay. what's your purpose?
My purpose in
One
life,
of your
or as
purposes.
far
What your calling, your purpose?
to be
What's your why?
to be a better mother.
Yeah.
That's just my thing. I just want, like I said, I just want to be a good mom and make my kids do something with their life. You know, because I don't come from that. So that's one of my main purposes, one of my main goals, is that my kids grow up and that we're good, we're straight. They have, you know, the business aspect in their life. Like, you know, I didn't have that to look forward to growing up. My mom wasn't a businesswoman. So even though I'm in the streets, in the business life, I just hope that they get older and, you know, join that part. And I can show them, like, you know, get money the right way.
What are you doing to become the best mother you can be?
Well, first I need to get closer to God. I'm trying to have a closer relationship with my kids as far as talking to them and understanding, because they're getting older. So now I'm able to talk to them a little bit more and be a little bit more real with them, because my kids are not soft, they're not square. So I'm able to keep it a little bit real with them and just trying to get them to understand that I love them even though I'm at work, and I love them from afar. And just because of my business, that doesn't mean that I'm a bad mom or anything. I'm just trying to get them somewhere.
That's true. Do you ever read the Bible?
I have read the Bible, parts and bits.
Little bits and parts. Any parts or bits that stuck out to you? Any lines or?
Well, for me, I was telling you guys a little while. I don't think you guys said they had a name in the Bible, but the woman who cleaned Jesus' feet when nobody wanted to help him, and she was an adulteress. It wasn't prostitution back in their days, but she was an adulteress, and she was looked down upon by everybody. Everybody had something to say about her. She was the main one, you know, that went to Jesus and helped him. And I forgot what's her name.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I just had to, like, you know, it was prostitution back in the day.
Was it? But they were called adulteress. No.
It was a prostitute named Mary, not Jesus' mom Mary, but
Mary Magdalene was a Mary, huh?
Yeah, Mary Magdalene was Jesus' mother's name, but it was also a Mary. She was getting stoned for prostitution. They were throwing rock stones.
Oh,
at her.
right. And he went to help her.
Yep, and he said that he was without sin cast the first stone.
So that was one of my, because I relate to that in a lot of ways, and everybody just looks down upon us, and we're just regular people
and that
are deciding to get money in a different way.
Yeah.
And sometimes y'all are more kind than, you know, women who are.
There is a lot of mean girls, though. But shout out to all the nice hoes. But we do have to be hard sometimes, you know.
Any advice for the ladies out there in this lifestyle? Any
I would
advice
just
in general?
say for you guys to stay safe, stay motivated, keep your energy up, get all the ugly out your heart, love on each other, because a lot of us need a lot of love. Regardless of if we have all this money or if we don't have enough money, we always need that love from each other as women, because we don't know what we're going through.
Yes.
So that would be my,
Thank you.
keep your energy up, stay positive. And when you're down, it's going to get better.
Yes. If you could ask God for any blessing, and no matter what it is, he would say yes, what would you ask him for?
I would ask him to keep my family safe, and that he keeps us together, and all my kids grow up well. We don't have any sicknesses within our family, and that we're just financially stable, even though that's not everything. But I just want my kids to be happy when they grow up. I don't want them to live a rough life.
Yes.
That would probably be it.
Yes.
Would you say you lived a rough life?
I have. I can still live a rough life, but like I said, it gets better. Everything ain't perfect out here. Lifestyle comes with a lot.
Yeah, keep that mindset.
Do you ever want to get out or ever dream about getting out the lifestyle?
Of course. Because you get tired sometimes. You wake up, you eat, clean up, cook, and you're like, fuck, I gotta go to work. But we still gotta pay the bills at the end of the day. So, but yeah, there's plenty of times where I'm just tired, damn. But
would you ever want to switch places with a square?
no, what the fuck? Never.
Why not?
Because y'all squares ain't shit, because they have all this to say, and then they be doing all this shit for free, The square gonna get fucked for a shot or two,
Do you feel they're jealous?
Yes, all the time. Especially when a real hoe comes in their presence, they hate that shit, because technically they want some part of it, but they just don't have, how do I say, They don't have enough courage to do, be out there like that. They'll
What-
be at home
yeah.
getting fucked raw by whoever and whoever.
What does your happily ever after look like?
Happily after me and my kids, the Bahamas somewhere, chilling, not worrying about anything, like straight money in the bank.
Any husband in the future?
Husband, no. Folks, forever, yes.
Okay.
I'll say that. We're not gonna get married. But there's a song by who is it? I don't want to say the wrong name. Not Lil Yee. He's one of my favorites too. Fuck, what the fuck is his name? But he's like, I want to love you forever, but with no wedding ring. Like,
Now, what happens if folks get married?
oh, that's not gonna be my folks.
Sometimes, hold on.
Wait,
Sometimes
then
that
I'm
happens.
gonzo. But if that happens,
Yeah.
that's a hoe's worst nightmare. But
You know
we're
what
not
I'm
even
saying?
gonna speak that into existence. I believe in my folks.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes.
Everybody love each other, but we gonna keep it on some love and respect and some loyalty. No square shit.
Do you
No.
think you deserve traditional love?
Yes, of course. Everybody needs love. Women, men, no matter the lifestyle. It's just there's some things you don't do to the full extent, but everybody, we all deserve love.
Definitely. Shout out your Cash App and anything you got going
Oh,
on.
not the Cash App, hey.
Yeah, hey, you know,
Money
you got-
sign Latina KAY 48. My Instagram is the real Latina K 4800. I have my link tree too in my bio. So,
All
tap in.
right, you guys go show her love. Your Instagram too.
Oh, the real Latina K 4800.
All right, yes.